Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Gersher from Technical Option Traders Inc. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Today was a crazy day, like I mentioned in my previous video, that market buyers or market makers, sorry, are gonna mess up this market today. Today could be an unchanged day, and that's exactly what happened. It was just basically a flat day, not a lot happening, some sideways movement, but we did catch some moves on Boeing to the downside, and we did catch a few other plays on like Microsoft. So there were quick scalps that we had. We were able to profit off of those. If you guys want to join our community, the link is in the bio. Make sure you guys check us out. But getting on to SPY, what is going on with SPY here? We have a very directional move. Okay, so this leg has gone very vertical now. So we do need a relief rally. We do need a pullback here. So we do need some sort of market buyers to come in. It could be profit taking from puts. It could be like closing out of puts, right? Because this is a multiple test of the 415 level, and we do need to break down 410 to continue lower, right? If this continues to happen, it's going to increase market weakness and market sentiment. If we break 410, we're going to reach 395 right now, right? So today we do have big earnings with Facebook and PayPal. Tomorrow we have Amazon coming in. So these earnings, once they pass, they will give us a sense of direction, which way the market wants to go. And like I mentioned before, this is the line between the Fed minutes and when the Fed is going to speak. The chances are everyone's expecting interest rate hike of a zero point 0.5 basis point, right? So if we have that and we're in line, or we have something lower, the chances are the market could rip the following week, which is next week, which could cause for this relief rally that I'm talking about right now. So that's something to pay attention to. Okay, so S&P 500, if we look at a 2-hour time frame, just not really doing anything. It's trying to break out, but it's failing. So it's holding this level at 413. But we'll keep an eye here, what happens over the next coming days in this zone. This is the previous demand zone. We'll see if it holds up. So mixed of buying and selling, but more selling over the past few days, right? If we look into the triple Qs here, triple Qs, right? Same thing. Triple Qs are in a little bit more of a trouble as they're peeking their head down. They did test below 315 today, even in the pre-market hours yesterday. So the death cross is holding up. When this death cross happened, a lot of people took this very lightly. They're putting up historically, death cross have done X, Y, and Z. But like, you gotta always remember, respect the price, right? If the price is coming back up, wait for the confirmation, wait for the move higher, right? Always have check marks. This is why you're going to enter. You have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to get whipsawed. You're following trade ideas from trading communities. It's not going to work out for you unless you know what you're doing with technical analysis, and you must always have a stop loss in mind, right? Looking at the triple Qs here, there's a simple analogy here. This is a big downtrend, and it's holding really, really well. So even if we do have a relief rally, like a little bit of a relief rally, we want to see what it does here. If it breaks down and holds and then it rips upwards, this will give us a little bit of a better idea of a better move. But if we look at a 2-hour time frame as of right now, it doesn't look like it wants to. And right now, what this is looking like to me is almost like a bear flag. Okay, so even if we get a push up here and we move down lower, that's something that's going to be a little bit concerning to me if I'm looking at the triple Qs here. Okay. So if we're looking at IWM, let's look at the daily here. IWM breaking out of this big bear flag here, right? So I'm looking for this to break down completely to 170. IWM, I feel like it's completely done. Yesterday we had alerts going out for GME puts and stuff, so they're still doing really well right now. We'll see how they do overall at the end of the day, but that's something to keep an eye on for now. Energy's up, so the sectors that are up today are very, very important, and we'll talk about those. Like, for example, energy's up with tech. That should never happen. And if you guys have been following me consistently, I mention this over and over again. This is usually a warning sign. When energy and oil are up with tech, it usually doesn't work out. Okay, so we'll see what happens in the coming days. Commodities are beginning to rise as well. Small caps are falling. That's something to keep an eye on, and will continue to break down. Okay, overall over here. So the Dow Jones itself, the Dow Jones Industrial, is showing weakness. Okay, it's unable to hold this trend line. It's forming a weak candlestick right here, and selling pressure has been rising. So we need, if the Dow is not able to get above this big level, which is 350, and it continues slower, we will make our way down. we will make our way down to about 330. Okay, so everyone has to understand one thing. In 2020, we had a flash crash. This is a slow grind, not up, not down. This is consolidating in the bigger picture. But if we do get a breakdown from this, this is going to be a massive distribution, which will lead to a massive move down as well. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. That's just logic. Not trying to, like, scare anybody here at all, but that's just logic. That's just what we're setting up for. Let's look at the VIX. Okay, the VIX is rising today. Okay, I've been mentioning this. We need the VIX to drop below 23, then get below these level at like 20, and so we can feel a little bit more confident and secure. It's an inverted head and shoulder. We do need the VIX to break 32, and then we can push a lot higher here. But the fact that the VIX is picking up here is very, very worrisome. Okay, to the overall conditions of the market, and especially with the earnings that we have coming out, all eyes are going to be on Amazon and see what it does and see if it can save the market. If Amazon fails, we're going to see a massive, massive correction to the downside. Okay, so looking at gold here, gold is coming back to test my level at 175. If we close below 175, I will exit all of my gold positions that I have. If you look at the gold position here, it's between the 50 and the 200. It can bounce from here. However, I'm set on my price at 175. However, if we just have a bigger look of it, gold is still holding this pattern here. Okay, these long wicks at the top are worrisome. Pressures on the upside, right? They're not really, we're not having some buying pressure. We're having more selling pressure here. So kind of got to go with the flow here. That gold may be a trade that I may soon have to exit and maybe revisit later on. Okay, hopefully it doesn't come down to that, but it looks like it might. ARC. Okay, ARC is below 50. We'll see where it closes today, but it looks like it's on its way down, right? This is just a huge saucer pattern. It's wiped out all of its gains from 2020, literally, right? And if it goes below here, we're looking to set the 2019 levels for ARC, okay? So this is something that you want to keep your eye on. ARC is completely getting wasted here. K-Web, China. China, like I've been saying, this is an important level for China right here. This gap right here. As long as this gap holds and we consolidate, we can push higher into this. K-Web or China consolidating in between. This sector consolidating in between 33 and 26 is healthy, right? This is where China has added liquidity. So historically when countries add liquidity, usually that's the bottom. So maybe this is the bottom for China, and we can start to see a move up slowly over the next coming months here, and China could do really well. So looking at our big one here, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just kind of given up in a way. So it's here. It's under the broadening formation. It's very, very slow. It's consolidating this level. If we get a break over the next coming days, we're gonna go to 34,000, right? If this level holds up, we'll go to the 42 and then push our way back to the 48. But it'll be interesting to watch and see what happens here. Okay, just to keep an eye and just to observe what is happening with Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin overall does look weak, but we'll keep an eye on it just to see how it performs over the next few days here. All right, guys. So the other thing we want to focus on is the sectors. So tech sector is up for their day, but it's not up overall. Okay, energy. Energy's trying to make us push back. It's holding the 50 here. We'll see if it starts to consolidate and try to make a move higher over the next coming weeks. Oil and gas, same thing, holding the 50 as well. This is all healthy with all the sectors. Airlines are consolidating here, but they're still in a downtrend, so nothing to do here. Commodities are still holding the 50, so I will be watching commodity stocks. If commodities do pick up here, commodity stocks could be the play to kind of have this year. So today, the biggest losers were the sector that lost the most was communication, and Facebook, I believe, is a part of that, and that's why, Facebook was down massive. And then we have semiconductors breaking down here. If it breaks the 222 level, we're going to get a big move down, right? But once again, this leg is getting very, very vertical. I would like to see a pullback before we continue with the move down. So overall, all sectors are weak. Market is weak. Not a lot to do here today, so just be careful as you guys are trading. If you guys are looking to get help navigating the waters, reach out to us. We teach technical analysis, on our website, and as well as our community. We focus on technicals and look for higher risk to reward scenarios. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow.